Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today what we are riding is this. Now this is the Joy e-bike MIHOS and this scooter was unveiled at the 2023 Auto Expo that was held in January, and today we are here to test ride the scooter. So let's quickly start this video and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this all new electric scooter. So guys, let's start off with the design, but before we start talking about the design, let me tell you one thing, that this scooter is practically unbreakable. Now how is that possible? Is because the material that has been used over here, it is DCPD material, and what it does is I will show you in a clip right now. So right now what you saw was the strength of the panels. Now except this front cowl, obviously the rest of the body is made up of that material. This cowl could not be made up of that material because that material is really hard to mold. So making these sharp cuts and edges was slightly difficult. So except this cowl, everything else is practically unbreakable on the scooter. So now let's start talking about the design. At the front over here, you can see you get a round LED headlight. You do not get a DRL, you just get the headlight for high and the low beam. You get LED indicators and an LED tail light. So basically the entire lighting setup on the scooter is LED. However, coming to the front, you get your MIHOS badging over here, and on top you get a design. Now this is the design of an Egyptian lion. You can see that the face, like the nose and everything, so they have incorporated this, and you will get the design in every scooter, like every MIHOS. Coming down, you get a fender that is again made of that same quality as other panels. You get telescopic front forks, reflector, a disc brake at the front that is a 220mm disc brake. Now you also get combi braking system with this. So what happens is that when you press the rear brake, obviously the front and the rear both get activated, but the rear gets activated a little less. Moving on over here, you can see you get round mirrors, you get chrome mirrors. Also you do not get a handbrake for this. Apparently you should have got a handbrake, but it does not get it. Switchgear quality is pretty decent. You have your high beam, low beam. Over here you have your turn indicator, and this is for your horn. Coming over here, you have your park switch, and this over here that you see, then this is not for the headlight. Don't mistake this for the headlight. Now this switch is for your modes. Now you get 3 modes on the scooter. One is eco, one is sport, and the last one is hyper. So you get an LCD screen over here that's around 4 inches, and you get a lot of information, like for example you have your speed, you have your battery percentage. You can also connect your phone, and this will give you turn-by-turn navigation, and it will also show the name of the caller if you're getting a call. So all these features are really helpful. Now moving on, you have your charging socket over here. As you can see, this is the charging socket. Now the charging socket is supposed to be waterproof. Again, one more thing before I continue. Now this is the pre-production model. Almost 80 to 90% of the scooter is complete. The 10% will be completed in the coming months. So if there are any nooks and crannies that are not looking perfect, don't worry, within a month when the scooter will be launched, it will definitely be in perfect shape. So as you can see, you get some storage space over here. Now the storage space is a little less. You can keep a half-liter bottle. Also you can see you get a hook over here, and this is your key. Now you get a remote key. Now let me explain what all this key does. So you have your unlock, then you have your lock, then this is for your alarm, and this is to start the scooter without even getting the key in the ignition. So yeah, moving on, you have a floorboard that is really big, and you can see that it extends all the way up to here. So if you want to keep your foot comfortably, you can keep your foot comfortably. One more thing that I really like for a reference, I'm 6'1", and as you can see that the scooter does not hit my knee when I am riding. So again, it has got an upright stance, and the floorboard actually is really helpful. So you can keep your leg all the way ahead, so the handlebar does not hit your knee. Moving on to the seat, as you can see that the seat is a single piece seat. You have this white stitching all over. You also have a very sturdy grab, as you can see, and the side panel, again as I told you, is made up of that material that is practically unbreakable. You have your Joy e-bike badging over here. This is a hub motor. Now you have a disc brake at the rear also. Yes, you get disc brakes on both ends. Front, as I told you, is a 220mm, and the rear is a 180mm. Also very interesting footpeg. Now anyone wants to open it, how do you open it? As you can see, if anyone wants to open the footpeg, he will obviously do this, but no, you just have to press once and this will open, and this will close with a very nice click. So when you hear the click, you can notice that the footpeg is closed. Now let's talk about the boot. So to open the boot, you obviously have a key. So yeah, this is a 16.2 liter boot. Full size helmet will be able to fit, but as you can see over here, this part needs to be slightly chopped off because this part is hitting the helmet. The seat will close, but this will leave a mark on the helmet. Otherwise, a full face helmet will fit over here. This is a boot light and you get a charging socket over here. Other than that, you have your MCB. For example, if you're leaving for a long time and you're leaving the scooter, you can just switch it off, and obviously the scooter will be off, it will be inactive, but you can still charge it though. However, charging, you do not have a removable battery. However, you have to charge the battery with the scooter. That means you have to have a plug point where you are parking your scooter. Also, in the coming future, Joy e-bike has told us that they will be obviously working on a removable battery feature. So it will be very easy for someone, if he's in office or at home, to remove the battery, just take it, charge it, and you are good to go. So now let's talk about the ride quality of the scooter. First of all, let me show you the stance. So this is how you will sit. This is how you'll place your foot, and you have a very upright riding position, as you can see. And when you place your leg ahead, obviously maneuvering will not be a problem because this handlebar is not touching my knee. Again, I'm 6'1" and I'm not facing an issue, so I hope other people will not face an issue. So this was the riding position, pretty upright riding position, and the seat is really soft. It's very cushiony. They are saying that they will improve the softness of the seat even more, but I think this is pretty adequate. However, since I mentioned that this is a pre-production model, all the panel gaps, all the nooks and crannies will be taken care of within a month's time as the scooter comes in production. As far as the suspension is concerned, the suspension is on the softer side. It will take each bump very easily. You have to drive with a pillion to understand the rear suspension, because I mean the rear suspension is really soft. So I think a pillion will help improve that. If you have a pillion, your ride quality will improve. Also, there are 3 modes on the scooter. So you have Eco, you have Sport, you have Hyper. Now let's talk about the range. So on a full charge, this scooter will give you approximately about 130 kilometers. Now the 130 kilometers will be in the Eco mode. On the Sport mode, you will have up to say 85 to 90 kilometers, and in Hyper mode you will have approximately 75 to 80 kilometers of range on a full charge. And the charging time that this scooter takes is from 0 to 100% in I think 5 or 5.5 hours. Well, we'll have to check that. Other than that, it's a pretty decent scooter. Top speed of this scooter obviously varies. So top speed is around 63 to 65 kilometers an hour. It is on paper it is written 70, but it does not touch 70. On Eco mode you can go 35, on Sport mode you can go 45, and on Hyper mode you can go up to 62 to 63 kilometers an hour. So overall, guys, it's a pretty fantastic scooter from Joy e-bike. Again, the name is really something that we have not heard, MIHOS. It has a very deep meaning behind it. And yes, we cannot wait to ride the scooter on the road in the real life conditions. And later on, we will be telling you about the actual range that the scooter gives, and when we will get this for a long-term review. And also, guys, the motor that you see over here, the hub motor, is a 1.5 kilowatt motor, and the battery pack is a 2.9 kilowatt hour battery pack. And the warranty that you will get on the controller, the battery pack, the motor and the charger will be for 3 years. They have not disclosed the kilometer, but yeah, this will get a 3-year warranty, so you can live with the scooter hassle-free. However, there's one thing that the company has told, that with time the lithium-ion battery will deteriorate as the number of charging cycles will increase. So they have said that in the first year it will deteriorate by 10%, but just in case if it deteriorates even further, you can definitely connect them and they will help you out with the problem. So guys, this was the Joy e-bike MIHOS, and the prices for this scooter starts at 1.35 lakh ex-showroom, and that is without subsidies. This scooter is available in 5 different color options. However, this color that you see over here will be limited and as per order, and this looks fantastic in this color. However, if you need to know anything else about this scooter, please mention down in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and ride safe.